There's no place I'd rather be.
No, and welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And this weekend, Manchester United have a big game against Chelsea at Old Trafford, and it's one of the first big games that we've got in April. So let's get straight into it. So there was the team I've gone for this weekend, but last weekend we actually played Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, and we did win 3-0. It was a very good victory for us. It wasn't the best performance from us, but as you know, it was a good game to watch, and we finally actually scored 3 goals. You know what I mean? Our away form, it's like if we can have our away form at home, I would take that. But our away form is better than our home form, as you can see. You know, last draws are our home as well. So yeah, so let's begin with Sunderland game. The Sunderland game, like I said, it wasn't the best performance. Literally, like the first 30 minutes of the game, it was pretty much rubbish. It was pretty much a rubbish game. Both teams were passing the ball about. We didn't really. I think they didn't really test us until like a shot from. I don't know who. It was one of their players, but it forced a save out of Romero. He basically just caught it. So yeah. So that was pretty much all they had really the first half. Oh, they did have another shot from Altidore as well, what Romero saved as well. But then we started to get in the game more. Oh my gosh, should have scored. Oh my gosh, should have scored. Yeah, we started getting into the game a bit more. Jesse Lingard went through, had a shot saved from Pickford. It was a very good save actually. Tried to place it into that bottom corner, and then after that, basically, all we did is kind of went like, oh god, shoot that, unlucky. Oh yeah, basically all we did is I don't know if it was Herrera or. One of the midfielders passed it into Ibrahimovic. All he did was just like hold up the ball and then literally just turned around, got a bit of space, and then shot, like blasted it. Oh god, make sure. Oh, it's a penalty ref. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, basically he held off the defender. He gave it to the defender, pushed him off, and then he easily got around and just whipped a shot from outside the box. A very good shot. Keeper no chance. Powered that goal into the net, and that was 1-0. So going into half-time, I was thinking 1-0. It's going to be, good game. And then they did receive a red card. I think it was Seb Larsson who got red carded. I personally think it was a harsh red card. I think it was a yellow card, but I think it was Craig Pawson, the referee. He basically gave the red card to Seb Larsson. It was a tackle with Herrera, and obviously Herrera then got booed after the red card. So going into half time, literally 1-0. They're down to 10 men. It could be a big score, and we started out pretty strong. Literally 40 seconds in, Mkhitaryan went. It was Herrera passed it to Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw passed it to Mkhitaryan. Great ball to Mkhitaryan, great turn as well, great touch, great turn, and he literally just walked into the box and scored. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, why can't we do that at home? Literally, he literally just went into the box and scored. And it's like, we've been missing that at home, and I just don't get how we're not doing that at home when we can easily do it on away games. And yeah, so basically walked into literally 40 seconds into the second half, walked into, that's offside. Yeah, he walked into the box and cut across, it was a shot cut across the goal, and it was a very good goal from Mkhitaryan. And then after that, we kind of sat back, brought on Rashford. I think we brought off Martial. We brought on Rashford and Lingard. No, I think Rashford started, didn't he? I don't know. Well, he brought on Rashford or Lingard, and we decided to go. Oh no, he brought on Martial. That's the one. And we decided to go for, sit back and go on and counter attack. And that's pretty much it, really. Went for counter attack, and then in the 90th, I think it was in the 90th minute or the 89th minute, Oh, sorry. Yeah, 90th minute on the counter-attack. Good pass from Paul Pogba to Ibrahimovic. No, to Rashford, who was countering. He passed to Ibrahimovic, and then Ibrahimovic passed it back to him, and he scored his. He finally scored finally scored a Premier League goal after I think it was like 20 matches that he missed out. So it's going to be a very. I did not mean that. Yeah, I should have passed it. Yeah, he pretty much passed it to Rashford, and then obviously we went and through and scored. It was basically the same goal as Mkhitaryan. He just cut across the keeper and scored. So that was that goal. 3-0 victory for us. Very good victory for us. Obviously, we stayed 5th as well because Arsenal lost to Palace 3-0. So that was very good for us. We stayed 5th. Still so many points behind Man City and Liverpool, so there we go. Yeah, so then we went into the Europa League game against Anderlecht, who we drew 1-1. Pretty much dominated that game. I can't remember who scored. I think it was Mkhitaryan again who scored for us. I think it was a Rashford shot, and then the keeper saved it, and then Mkhitaryan just tapped it in for theirs, and then theirs later on. We had so many chances to win that game, like 3-0 or something like that, and Mourinho just slammed the forwards after the game, basically saying we should have won that game, 3-0 easily. Oh, can't easily. No! Oh, should have scored. Yeah, we could have easily won that game like 3-0, and we could have played the reserve side at Old Trafford. It's that bad that they could have easily scored. Oh, what a finish! What a finish from Ibrahimovic. Yeah, so that was that, and so literally, like I think it was the 85th minute, we just caught, fell asleep at the back. They basically crossed the ball in. Everyone in the box just fell asleep, and they went and scored. I think it was Dendonka or something like that. So it's weird. It was a weird name. It was a young guy for their team, and they pretty much got their goal. So finished 1-1. Pretty boring match, but we should have won that game easily, like 3-0. If we won that game 3-0 with 3 away goals, we could have rested players for the next game, but nope. It's hard work to do again, but we do have the away goal. But like I said, we still have the hard work to do next week when we face them at Old Trafford. So let's get on to this weekend's game where we have to face Chelsea. Obviously, Chelsea themselves are... Oh my god. I think that's the first time I've ever seen the keeper miss the ball. Yeah, this weekend Man United have to face Chelsea. Chelsea themselves, obviously top of the league, they pretty much have to keep winning. I think if they win a couple more games, they've won the title anyway. I think it's like 6 or 7 or 8 points ahead of Spurs. So I think they need to win. We need to win as well to keep up that top 4 hopes. Oh, please score! Yes, there we go. Pogba 2-0. Yeah, he should have scored last night in the Anderlecht game. He had a perfect chance to get a goal for Man United, but he missed. Well, the goalkeeper saved it, but it was a easy chance to score. Yeah, so Man United. When it comes to Chelsea, obviously, all I can think about is that FA Cup game where we got rude, where we basically got screwed. From the ref last time in that FA Cup game, and they won 1-0 just because we're down to 10 men. But if we can get up to that intensity like we had that first half an hour against that Chelsea in the FA Cup, I think we can give them a very good game. Obviously, try not to get booked this time, Herrera. I'll score that. Oh, unlucky. Obviously, I think... Didn't Chelsea... I can't remember who Chelsea lost to. Wasn't it Stoke or something like that? I can't remember I can't remember who they lost to. But yeah, they did lose recently. So it does give us a bit of hope that they are beatable. And obviously, if we can start off... If we can get the first goal, I think we can win this game. Personally, if we can get the first goal... And then obviously defend for our lives. Obviously don't get any red cards or anything like that. And play our game, play our possession game. force them wing backs back, so then you know we can get our players forward like Valencia, and hopefully Luke Shaw plays. I think he deserves a start. I think he deserves to start this game. Obviously, he played very well on his return, and as you can see, FIFA did give him or EA did give him like a little boost for this. Obviously, he's up to like an 82 now on his matchday form. So yeah, I think he deserves a start. Obviously, it'll be Rojo and Bai in the defence. Obviously, De Gea in net. There has been talk about De Gea actually. Last couple of games, obviously he hasn't played, but according to like papers and stuff, he wasn't dropped. He was dropped on Sunday just because he had a disagreement with Mourinho. Hopefully that's not right, you know, and hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully he was just injured. So he was on the bench last night anyway, De Gea, so I'm hoping to see him on the starting lineup and hopefully keep us a clean sheet against Chelsea. So obviously we need to win this game, because this is one of the big games that we have to win. If we can get a draw, I'll be happy, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. So my score prediction, I'm going to go cheeky 1-0 Man United. I want Man United to win, but I've got a funny feeling it might be like a 1-1 draw or something like that. You know, if we get that late goal maybe or something or another. So yeah, I'm going to change it actually. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I know I want us to win personally, but I want us to, you know, I want them to thrash. I want Man United to thrash Chelsea 3-0 personally, but it ain't going to happen. It'll probably be like a 1-1 draw or something like that. So yeah, so so please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you guys next time. So right, I'm going. Bye.